All right, I know this is gonna sound crazy, and I'm sure you've heard of this before. You've heard of the concept of playing hard to get. Okay, so we're basically gonna be going over that concept, but we're gonna put a whole different frame on it. All right, so the situation is this. The way women will fall in love with you, be very attracted to you, very interested in you, is if you're not giving her that much attention, okay? Here's the deal. It's not about playing games, it's not about being manipulative, but it's really about not giving her so much attention so it shows that you're not needy. What a lot of guys do is when they meet a girl when they're first dating, or maybe even when they're in a relationship, is they act very needy for this girl, texting a lot, hanging out a lot, thinking about her all the time, which is not the end of the world, but acting on that. And so when a woman sees that, she sees that desperation, she sees that neediness, this does not make her become attracted to you. The reason is because distance creates desire. When you're with someone all the time, when you're hanging out with them all the time, when you're in a routine with them and things are the same, it gets boring. And here's the thing, it's gonna be the exact same for you. It's gonna be boring for you too. So you have to create some sort of distance. The reason why this isn't playing games is because really I'm just trying to get you to normal status, right? I'm trying to shift you over to the other way. It's completely normal not to be seeing your girlfriend all the time. It's completely normal not to be texting the girl that you just met and started dating all the time. It is normal to have that distance. So I want to push you towards that normal. And that normal is what creates the distance. So it's not necessarily hard to get or you playing games, but you are just doing you and you have your life. And so you create that natural distance, which then creates that desire, which then creates her being more interested in you and even creates, when you guys are together, a bigger bond. So here's one of my first tips in order for you to do this. Only be hanging out with her a couple times a week. So when you first meet her and you guys are going on a date, don't be hanging out with her all the time. Some guys get really into a girl and the girl gets really into him and they're hanging out all the time. I would limit this to 1 to 2 times per week when you guys are first meeting. And then you might be thinking, well, Tripp, eventually I'm gonna be getting into a relationship with them. I might even be living with them. I might even get married to them. I might even have kids with them. So how do you do that? Well, it gets harder. You're gonna have to put more work in to be able to create that distance. But for now, just focus on the very beginning, only seeing her a couple times per week. Now let's talk about texting, because this is where a lot of the time is being spent these days. Texting, DMing, whatever kind of message service you're using on your phone, this has to be limited. So here's my advice. Only use texting to meet up with her. I've said this in other videos about texting, as you should be using texting just to meet up with her. Don't be having long text conversations. And this might be tough because she might be trying to have them with you, but you just have to be quick and short and to the point. You don't have to be rude or cold, but don't engage in these long conversations. It's gonna be so much more rewarding for both of you and be more interesting and, like I said, create that bond when you're having more of those conversations in person instead of over text. So again, this is another way of creating that distance. Now here's one of my biggest tips, okay? You gotta make sure that if you're just starting to date someone, I mean you're going on a first date, second date, do not put all of your eggs in one basket. You do not need to be dating one girl at a time. It is okay, it's normal, it's moral to be dating many women at once. And this is naturally gonna make it so you're not needy, not desperate, not giving so much attention to one girl. Instead, you can be dating multiple women, so you're naturally gonna be spreading your time across multiple women that you're dating until you get into a relationship, or if you're just trying to date multiple women, that's fine too. So whatever the situation is, that is going to create distance naturally. A lot of guys have a tough time with that part about how do you get to the point where you're dating multiple women. Like, Tripp, great advice, but it's hard enough for me to even meet one woman. Well, that's okay. Some people need a little bit more hand-holding, a little bit more guidance, and a little bit more strategy with their own personal situation. That's why I do offer coaching. So if you're interested in doing coaching with me where you and I can personally develop a game plan for your dating life so you get to the point where you're meeting multiple women, we can do that. All you got to do is go to coachedbytripp.com. There's a link in the description below. Fill out that application as best as possible. You qualify already if you're over 18. And once you fill that out, you and I can talk about it, get on the phone, and then we can see if coaching is a good fit for you. So go ahead and do that. Let me help you with your dating life. And for now, take some of this advice so you get to create that distance between you and her, which is healthy.